Buona giornata and welcome to my channel. So today we have the Lion King palette to review. I also got a lipstick. Look at this. I'm so excited. I don't know. Yes, Lion King. I'm excited. So I will let you guys know my thoughts, swatches, all that good stuff. You'll see my first impressions review of this palette. Let's go ahead and jump into this. Please don't forget to subscribe before we get started. I really appreciate you guys. I gotta get this song stuck in my head. I'm like, oh, Stefania, I really solo. That's so bad. I don't even want to replay that to hear it. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into this video. Okay, so before we dive in, I'm just like, let's take a minute to just look at it unused. It's such a pretty palette. I could see this like every day. It still has some fun pops, and they're not like pops that you see every palette in, you know? So I mostly got this for the packaging. I'm not gonna lie. Like the packaging is like, oh, it's so pretty. Definitely feels like good quality for sure. So, and you get a nice mirror, which is always good. So let's go ahead and dive in. I did put some setting powder just in case we have some fallout, and I did prime my eyes. So what do I want to do? Let's swatch a few shades just to kind of see what we're working with here. Ooh, they're all like that warmy, like they kind of remind me of like, who was it? Oh, Anastasia, the singles, like the sienna shade. They kind of remind me of those. It's like what happened to single eyeshadows. We're gonna go in with the shade Safari right here. We'll see if that shows up on my lid. I think it will. It's kind of like a yellowy brown type shade. But I feel like I used to be super into buying like single shadows, and I have so many, and I'm like, that's part of why I want to do like a throwback Thursday or like throwback video every week or something, because I get like no use out of those now. I don't know if it's just like palettes are just easier to pick up, but really those are in palettes, but I don't know why. I don't know why I don't use them anymore, but I'm sure they're still good. Might as well get some use out of them, you know? All right, so that's a pretty shade. I will say I was a little bit nervous about buying this. Like, the packaging was really what sold me, and just because I love the Lion King. I feel like a child when I say that, but I do. I really do. But I've never tried anything from Luminous Cosmetics before, so I was kind of like, you know, it wasn't a cheap palette, it wasn't the most expensive, but definitely from a brand that I don't know and couldn't like swatch in store. Like, I was kind of like, oh, I hope I like this. I hope it's still good quality, because I still want to be able to use it and just buy it for the packaging. So that's a really pretty transition shade. Let's go in. I'm going to go in with the same brush. We're going to take King and deepen that up. So that's that middle shade right there. But yeah, I thought it was weird for them, because usually like, I mean, I'm kind of happy. I know this is going to sound bad, but like Disney usually does collabs with, I know they did one with Dose of Colors, but I feel like they're generally matte collabs, and I don't love, like I haven't loved any of the collections enough to buy any pieces from. Like the Aladdin one, not to mention I'm not a huge fan of a lot of the other ones. I'm like Jungle Book, Lion King, anything with animals was where I was at when I was little. But yeah, they always do one with MAC, and I'm just like, I don't feel like they ever get it right to where I'm like super excited about it. I'm just kind of, like the Aladdin collection, I was super underwhelmed by. Like I was just kind of like, the packaging's pretty, but that's about it. All right, so not bad. I still want to deepen this up though. But like I said, I feel like this is definitely gonna be like everyday colors if you wanna just throw a color in the crease. Very neutral looking. We're gonna go in with, I don't want it to be too dark. I don't even know what lid shade I wanna use. We're gonna go in with the shade here, which is African Clay. But yeah, I was surprised that they did this collab with a brand that's not very well known. I always feel like my ear just like, bing, like as soon as I put my hair back. But I did mention in my new releases, I do know that this is a MLM brand, and I feel like people are upset by that. I think just their airbrush system is an MLM thing, which is like a, so MLM, I guess I tried to like educate myself as much as possible so that people weren't upset, but it's like a pyramid thing. And to be honest, It's not that big of a deal to me. I would obviously, I'm never gonna work for a brand that does, you know, like pyramid schemes, but like, I don't even know if I want to say schemes, but like, you know, the pyramid companies, like I will never work for them. I just remembered Pampered Chef when I was little and being dragged to those parties with my mother. But they also had some really good products that we used all the time. So I don't, you know, you do what you want to do. But I don't think that all their stuff is like MLM. I think it's just that airbrush foundation, like foundation type thing. All right, so I was hoping this shade was gonna be a little bit darker, but it's still really pretty. I still really like it. So I'm gonna take the brush that we were using before, and I kind of want to give it a little bit of color. So I'm gonna dip back into the Safari shade in Wisdom, which is a little bit more of a peachier shade, and just kind of blend this out just to kind of fix it a little bit. But yeah, now that I'm older, I got Pampered Chef stuff for my bridal shower, and it's stuff that I'm like, what is this? Like, we got a little cutter thing, and I thought it was going to be to cut like vegetables, and I was super excited to use it. And I open it up and I'm like, it's so that you can put a piece of bread, like a bagel, in there, and then you grab a knife and you can slice it across. And it's like, that was a waste of money. So if you bought me that gift and you're watching, I'm very sorry, but you know, I thought it was gonna help cut my onions and make it so I wasn't gonna cry, but that was not the case. Alrighty. Okay, so I like that it added a little bit of peachiness. I think for the lid, ooh, I don't know. Let's swatch a few of these first. That shade's really pretty. There's like this green olivey, like goldish tone. There's also this really pretty gold. Hey you, please get out. All right, and then there's this one. Let's try, let's actually go in with the purple. I haven't used a purple, I feel like, in almost never. Like an actual purple shimmer shade all over the lid. I don't really ever do that. All right, so the purple shade is called Sire. I did go ahead and wet my brush since that's what I would normally always do. We are, ooh, that went on nice. It's nice and rich. Ooh, you know what I want to do? I think I'm going to leave it on this outer portion and then go in with a gold. By the way, I was talking to a dog a minute ago. We are pet sitting right now. It's a cute dog, but he's a boxer, and he's like he's like in a still like that puppy phase, and he's driving me literally insane. Like I'm just like, Saturday could not come soon enough. He is constantly just moving around, like bounding up and down the stairs. The thing, like, I'm just like, I need quiet. I have phone calls, like, oh, and two, I mean, I don't even care about that. I just can't sleep. Like, he's just not comfortable here yet, I think. So the last few nights he's just been crying like crazy, and I don't know. I don't have patience for that. Like he's driving both of us like nuts. He's a cute dog though. But, you know, in boxers, the slobber and the, like the mouth breathing, I just, ooh. All right, so we're gonna take this gold shade, which is called Simba. And just kind of blend it into that purple. All right, we're gonna try it with a finger. It is wet, but it's not showing. Okay, much, much better with the finger. Oh, I like it. It's like a deeper gold, so it's not the one that you see like in every single palette. It still is like, you know, has a unique quality to it. Not that I would say that this is the most unique palette ever, definitely not. But like I said, I'm just obsessed with the Lion King. So I'm gonna take another clean finger and just kind of merge the two together. Marry them, if you will. All right, I'm gonna go back and deepen this outer crease a little bit just because I feel like the purple is so deep So I am gonna dip into Pride Rock and African Clay together, just to kind of really gives that nice brown. What did you guys think of this collection? Was it what you thought it was gonna be? Are you kind of disappointed that it wasn't a bigger brand? Or are you kind of like, good, it's a new brand to try out? Okay, so mixed together, it's coming out more like a black. But that's okay. I'm okay with that. So, all right, I'm gonna do this one and then we'll do the lower lash line together. Okay, so for that lower lash line, I'm gonna grab the Amazon Clay, African Clay. I don't know why Amazon Clay. I'm thinking of the clay mask. And I might do some purple in the waterline. I will decide in a second. But I'm not used to, I don't do a lot of dark eyeshadow looks, like on a daily basis, you know? This is definitely more of like something I'd wear at night. Not that I think it looks like overly done, but just personal preference wise, I generally am like a rose gold or peach type of gal, but that's okay. This movie better be good too. That's all I have to say. I actually watched Mowgli on Netflix. It's like pretty much the Jungle Book, but it was like too realistic. No, it was like super sad. Like it was definitely more for adults than for kids. Like if I had watched it as a kid, I would have bawled my eyes out. So not really. I've never cried at a movie, but you know what I mean. All right. And then we're gonna take a tinier brush and we're gonna go into, since I do kind of want to lighten this up, we're gonna take Wisdom, which is like the peachy-er shade, and just kind of buff this out and meet it up with that top lash line. I will say everything blended really nicely. I didn't have any troubles with blending. The shimmers, they're kind of midline shimmers. Like they're not bad, they're not amazing. I don't know why I have dark circles right now, guys. I use the Becca eye primer, okay? The under eye corrector, and is not working this week. So I will get more sleep next week or the week after. More like the week after. But yeah, I mean, I'm not, for the quality wise of what I was like kind of going into, a little nervous about it, it's definitely not bad. I wouldn't say it's it's not Natasha Denona, but it's definitely like, I would compare it to like Urban Decay type thing. Do I want it to be smokier? Yeah, we do a little bit more smoke. Why not, right? All right, I like it. Didn't do like a whole lot, but it's the magic. All right, I'm gonna pop this highlighter on. This is the Dior Backstage 2, and I have to say I am not loving it. Like I'm a little bit disappointed. So I don't know if I'm gonna like exchange this or not. It's not bad, it's really pretty. It's just everyone talks so highly about this and I'm just like, it's okay. It's not my favorite highlight. I don't know. Like I wanted this peachy shade. I was so excited for it. And it really doesn't show up peachy on my skin. It's just kind of a nice highlight, but it's not bad by any means. Definitely more of a natural-ish highlight for sure. And then we'll take the glitter shade. This one, no, we'll take this one. It's like pinkier type tone. And just go over right there. But yeah, I don't know why. I'm just like, it's underwhelming, to say the least, is what I would say. And the highlight of this collection, I was just kind of like, there's no way. I don't understand. That was one thing that I was like, I don't get it. Like every piece in this collection was really, like the eyeshadow palette I think was $42, like in the $40 range. But the highlight was also in the $40 range, and it was a single highlight. And I was like, what? Why? And I mean, it didn't look like it was gonna work that great on my skin tone anyway. But I was a little bit confused about why the highlight was way more expensive when it just, I was like, no, I ain't paying for that. Last piece in this collection is the lipstick. Like I said, like even the outer packaging is cute. And then the lipstick case. Like, even if you just get a lipstick just for the packaging, I'm like, look how pretty this is. Like, yes. I love it. I love it so much. I opened my lipstick already today, okay? Not gonna lie to you guys. But the sun definitely got to it, and I will probably end up trying to exchange it because it looks, oh shit. It just completely fell off. I don't think it's the quality's fault. I think it's just, it's Arizona heat fault. But yeah, I was hoping I could just push it back in. Yeah. But I need to see if I want the color. I will say, like, the actual bullet though feels really nice and like heavy, like sturdy. It's the perks of living in the desert. What do you guys think of this shade? I can't tell. Now that I have all my makeup on, I'm like, I think I do like it, but it's more of like that. I usually just go for like peachy nudes or like pinky nudes. This is definitely more of like a purpley type nude. So I don't know how I'm feeling about it yet. But formula wise, it feels very comfortable. Unfortunately, mine got baked. All right, so let's talk about everything. So here are the palette swatches. As you can see, like, the metallics are super nice and rich. And then really the matte shades are all brown. But I really like those tones. I definitely reach for them on a daily basis, so I don't mind that. I really love like this taupey shade right here, but the metallics, they were nice. I will say that. Obviously I said they weren't as nice as like Pat or Natasha, but those are like up here that's hard to like match that quality, you know? But I do really like the palette. I would say like this pulled at my heartstrings to where I was just like, I just wanted it for, I don't collect makeup, but I would say like this is something I bought to collect, like, or to display for sure. I didn't necessarily just buy it for the shades. The shades are definitely, I feel like that you get some unique colors, like the gold is definitely a nice gold, and like this shade, it's not the most unique color story. It's not like I probably would have picked this up if it hadn't been part of this collection. I know that's ridiculous, but just don't judge me, okay? But overall, the quality is still good. Like, I'm still gonna use this palette all the time. It's not like, you know, something I bought and then I'm just never gonna ever use. I could still see myself using this on a daily basis. It is very nice and wearable, night out. Like, it's a good, cohesive overall palette. When I think of Lion King, I mean, there could have been some brighter shades in here. But yeah, I mean, the color selection could have been better, but at the same time, I feel like we'd all have different ideas of what would fit it. So I think they tried to just do something that was more wearable. But yeah, overall, I think it's a nice palette. Like I said, unless you're crazy and you want to collect like me, you know, don't judge me, okay? We're here because we all love makeup, obviously. But this is like, I'm like, I get one a year where I buy something that I bought for packaging, okay? That's just what I tell myself. So I will mention the lipstick is pretty pricey, $24. I feel like the palette is, I don't feel like it's overpriced. The lipstick, $24. It's a little overpriced. If you live in the heat too, you might get screwed like I did. So just be aware of that. I do like the formula. It is very nice and like moisturizing and creamy. So at least it is a good formula. But yeah, I still think it's a little overpriced for what it is, you know? Overall though, I am happy with this collection, and that is it. Let me know if you guys are going to get anything from it. What are your thoughts? I will see you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye guys.